whole idea for this makeup look today is to look glowy, it's to look beautiful, it's to look hydrated and pretty. I am going to a wedding today, so I just really wanted my look to just glow and to look healthy and fresh. So before turning on the camera, I started off with my Pixi Hydrating Mist, and this Milky Mist is so hydrating, feels so good on the skin. In fact, I'm just gonna do it one more time. You don't open your mouth when you do that. You don't have to do this just before you do your skincare, but you can do it whenever. I really like this. I've been loving my Caudalie Vin Active Serum and Moisturizer. I find like it's really been brightening up my skin and evening out the tone to the point that over the last couple of weeks for work, I've actually many days not been wearing foundation. So I mean, this is my skin with nothing on it, and I think it looks really good. So I've been really enjoying these. You guys know I love Caudalie skincare. So basically the way I'm going to do this video, because I really want to review the Hourglass Vanish foundation, but I feel like if I did that and a tutorial, it would really make the video too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film a separate review specifically of the foundation, and then I'm just going to speed up this process so that way we can get to the rest of the way that I am doing this look. So because we spoke about wanting hydrating, I'm going to be starting off with my Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. This is one of my favorite primers because one, it smells like coconuts, and two, it's really hydrating. It feels really good for the skin, and especially with it being so hot in the summer, it's a fine balance. I want my makeup to be light, but I also want it to stay on, and I just feel like this primer does a really good job of kind of bridging that divide. And I mean, I don't really have any skincare concerns, but I always feel like if I can get more hydration, like that's a good thing. I'm gonna be starting off with the Hourglass Vanish foundation, and I use the shade Alabaster. So it is a stick foundation. This is actually the first stick foundation I've ever owned, but I'm gonna be applying that. And what I'm just gonna do is, for this video, I'm just gonna kind of speed through the process so you can see what it looks like, and I'm gonna do a separate video where I'm gonna be actually reviewing the foundation. I'm gonna be going in with my Moda, this is a mermaid collection, got it at Gen Beauty. This is my Moda oval brush, and I'm just gonna start. So because this foundation is so high coverage, I don't actually want to use concealer, so I'm gonna be using one of my smaller brushes and just kind of going right in on the tip. Because the only parts where I found the big brush couldn't quite get in was right in here. So now I'm gonna go with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, and you guys know that I absolutely love putting this all over my lids as a primer, and I also love it because it just really hides all the veins on my eyes and the redness and the discoloration, and really I just want this look to be beautiful and glowing. Okay, so I have my foundation on, and as you can see, it is quite full coverage, which is exactly what I want for this wedding. So the next thing to do is the contouring, and I'm gonna be going in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer. This one is a classic, and I love contouring with this bronzer and this Urban Decay brush. This is their large powder brush, F120, but I love it because it has just a nice angle to it. It's nice and big, so I just get that in the product, and I start up here, kind of just blending into my hairline. Now the look I'm going to be creating today is going to be very glowy and very bronzy. And the reason I wanted to use Hoola as the contour today is because I don't want a harsh contour. I just want to look glowing and beautiful, and I like using Hoola as a lighter contour. So as you can see, it's a little definition, and oh, I just could keep on applying this all over my face. So I probably should have done this before I did the bronzer, but I don't really think it matters. I'm just going in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Power in Diffused Light. Now this one, as you can see, is it's very pale, and it's actually a deluxe sample size, and that's because, so I bought this powder with my own money, and their powders are, like the setting powders that they have are quite expensive, and I had them used on me by, I'm just kind of setting these in places where the bronzer isn't. I kind of had these used on me at Sephora when I had my makeup done before, and I was always impressed, but I could never tell if it was the product that was impressive or if it was the way the makeup artist did my makeup. So I was always really hesitant to buy them, but I found this in the most dangerous part of Sephora, and that is in the end when you are going to go and pay for your products, and they have all these tiny little samples. I think it was about 20 bucks. And they have all these like tiny deluxe samples for sale, and I just want them all. Like, I want all of the deluxe mini makeup like to just have, because they're always so pretty. And but I figured this was a good way for me to kind of try it and see if I like it, and I must say I absolutely love it. The other thing I figured is that I can't even remember the last time that I fully finished a powder product. So what I kind of told myself is, let's buy the small $20 one, and if I love it and if I use it every single drop, I can buy it in full size one day. But if I don't use the whole thing up, then it wasn't meant to be. And I really like this as a setting powder, and it just brings a little bit of glow, and I just wanted to kind of put it in the places on my face where I knew that there wasn't going to be any powder, where I knew there wasn't going to be, you know, blush or whatever. So I don't even know why I called that up again. Now for my blush today, I'm using the Hourglass Brilliant Nude Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush. Now this is different than their other blushes. Their other blushes are a mix of the blush pigment and their ambient lighting powders, so they're more of a lit from within glow. This is a mix of their blush pigment and their highlighter. So this blush is just really glowy and beautiful. Look how pretty that is. See that? Oh, so pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing for this one, I'm going to go in with my MAC 116 brush. This kind of reminds me a lot of Tarte Exposed, just obviously with a lot more glow to it. Now next I'm going to be going in with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer and Diffused Bronze Light. It is the exact same idea as the blush in that it is mixed with the highlighter and the bronzer. And I'm going to be using my Too Faced Mr. Right brush for this. So it's actually probably my all-time favorite bronzer brush. Now before I move on to my highlighter, I just want to put on a little bit of lip balm. This is the Revlon Kiss Lip Balm SPF 20 in Tropical Coconut. Now for my highlighter today, I am going to be using the Mary Loumanizer highlighter by the Balm. And I love this one because it just has a beautiful kind of light gold quality to it that I just think is so flattering. And I love it on me. Now I have seen people of all sorts of skin tones wear it, and I do really think it is beautiful on everybody. So I'm going to be using my Sephora Pro Precision Blush Precision Brush 73, and I like it because it has a kind of a large flat tip. Almost making a little figure 8 motion. Look how glowy that is, like just glowy and fresh. Oh, I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna quickly do my brows using my ColourPop and Taupe. So I'm gonna be starting my eye look today with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes. Look at those beautiful colors. And then I'm gonna finish off my eye look using an Anastasia Beverly Hills Makeup by Mario limited edition palette. You can tell how beloved this is. So I'm gonna zoom you in just a little bit closer. I'm gonna be starting with white chocolate all over my lid, and I like to use a large flat brush. This one is by Royal Lenical. It's BX75. Now that you're really up and close and personal with my eyelashes, I did recently get a lash lift. So I'll be reviewing that over on my blog. But as you can see, it really, like, I am not wearing mascara. It's a lash lift and tint. I will be wearing mascara for this look, obviously, but right now that is just the way my lashes are. I'm gonna go with Salted Caramel, which is this beautiful warm brown shade. And I am going to use my big fluffy brush. I got this in an Ipsy Glam bag quite a while ago. Is that working? Anyways, I got this in an Ipsy Glam bag quite a while ago. It's actually one of my favorite brushes. It's just nice and big and fluffy. And so I'm gonna put this in my crease. I'm gonna use Semi-Sweet right here to deepen my crease. And I'm using my MAC 217. It's Probably one of my all-time favorite eyeshadow brushes. Now I forgot to grab the brush I wanted to grab for this, but I do have this little tiny Moda brush, one of the oval ones, so let's just give that a try. I'm gonna be using Marzipan right here, and I just like to pop that right under my brows. So that is it for the shadows that I'll be using from Too Faced, and I'm now popping into my Master by Mario palette, and I am going to be using Marina, this shade right here that you can tell is well loved. I'm going to be using my finger to apply that. I found that this palette has a whole bunch of just beautiful, really buttery, creamy shadows that I actually think benefit really well from being applied with the finger. And honestly, like once I figured that out, this palette has been like a whole new world of opportunity to me. I'm just going to pop off camera for a moment to do my eyeliner, and I'll be right back. So I've already done my winged liner, but I'm going to be going in with my favorite eyeliners, and that is the Marc Jacob Highliner in Blacquer, and I love to use this to tightline my eyes. Now, normally I would curl my eyelashes, but I recently had a lash lift, so they're actually already curled. But I am going to be going in with the Lancome Grandiose Mascara. And I was wearing these yesterday with my curled lashes, and I got so many compliments on it. So let's just, you know, I'm all for trying new things, but if it works, it works. Now, the only thing that this look is missing is lipstick. And I know exactly what I want to wear, so I'm just going to go grab that and I'll be right back. So I looked everywhere and I can't find my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. I know it's around, it must be one of my purses. A really great alternative though is the Marc Jacobs lip liner in Primrose, and I find this is a little bit darker, but I find that's okay. And I'm going to finish it off with one of the most romantic lipsticks I own, Pillow Talk by Charlotte Tilbury. You guys know my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick obsession is so real. I love her mattes because they're just so luminous and they're not like a full out matte. And because I feel like I've got so much shimmer going on everywhere else, I just want to kind of tone it back on the lips a bit. So I'm going to zoom you out so you can see the full look. So this is the full look I put together. I hope you guys love it, and thank you so much for watching. I'd love to leave down in the comments below what look you're going to go for when you're a wedding guest, when you're in a wedding party, when you're a bride yourself. I think that this look is something that is so wearable for any three, and because when I think weddings, to me it's just all about glowing, beautiful skin. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions, just leave them down below. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mwah.